When I was a child, I had the most extraordinary friend. He was tiny, timid, yet fast, and loved eating. I called him Jerry. As you might have guessed, Jerry was a mouse. My family of 3 lived in a tiny room barely 7 square meters. Jerry often sneaked into the kitchen to nibble on soup. I often left breadcrumbs on the floor while waiting for him. He was the very embodiment of pure happiness in my childhood. Although I had no fancy toys, I created adventures and felt like the hero of my own story every single day. Like everyone, I dreamt of a fairy tale life. Reality, however, soon took away the adventurous girl I once was. As I grew older, one question weighed on me. Why can't I live like the others? I felt ashamed of our crumbling home, my threadbare uniform, and my father's fragile health. Even my precious memories with Jerry started to feel like marks of poverty. From that moment on, I became obsessed with studying, convinced that only social success would bring me true fulfillment. When I entered university, I pushed myself too hard. I barely slept or ate, living only to study. Without realizing it, I was slowly eating away at myself and drifting farther from my family. Then one day, while glued to my desk, a sharp pain shot from my toes all the way on my back. I was diagnosed with a herniated disc. For days, I was forced to lie completely still, doing absolutely nothing. Lying there, staring at the ceiling, one question suddenly hit me. What exactly have I been running towards? The success I had chased so desperately became meaningless the moment I lost my health. I felt small, powerless, and completely empty. It was then I realized what I had been pursuing wasn't true happiness at all, but merely the compulsion for success. So that day, I called my parents. It was awkward at first, but I laid bare all my worries and pain. They didn't say much, but I could feel their quiet, steady support. It broke the years of isolation I had built around myself. That night, we spent hours laughing over childhood memories. How my dad once made rice cake soup in an old electric kettle, and how my mom used to pull me around in a broken cart. And in that laughter, I understood something simple yet profound. I may have had little, but I always had my loving family by my side. That in itself was enough to make me truly happy. I had my parents' love and the pure heart that found joy in adventures with the mouse. I had become so consumed by the idea of needing more that I had willfully ignored the abundance of happiness I already possessed. True happiness doesn't come from perfection, but from the simple realization and gratitude for the joy we already have. The true question isn't where to find happiness, but rather whether we are noticing it, because it's already there in the small moments we often overlook. Thank you.